आज की ताज़ा खबर। बेंगलुरु में रहने वाले लू और अमेरिका में रहने वाले सिड आपसे कुछ बात करना चाहते हैं। संगीतकार राजेश के साथ आपका स्वागत है लूसिड में।
What's going on, people? I'm Lew.
And I'm Sid.
And we are Lucid. So tell me about your trek, bro.
Directly going to the meat of the conversation, bro.
Yeah, bro. No slowing down and all anymore.
Right. So yeah. So I think.
Okay. I'll give some context. So peeps, basically, in the time period, I guess like a month ago, our boy here Sid went for a trek with some of our friends, and this podcast is all going to be all about that trek. So it is called the Pangarchulla Trek,
Right.
which is in, I think, Himachal or Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand.
Himachal, right? Uttarakhand. Okay. And yeah, we listened to him. Go on, Sid.
Basically, Lou didn't want to talk in this episode, so he's like, "Okay, cool, Sid." It's like you talk about your whole story about your trek, but okay.
I'm in the mood to listen. Yes.
So yeah, I think like additional context I want to give is when I was booking my tickets to India. The next question after I booked my tickets to India, my parents asked me was, so which trek are you going this month? They're like, they knew it. I didn't even say anything. They knew it. They're like, okay, how many days are you going?
Nice.
So did not have to have that discussion of like, I didn't have to force them or anything. Like, yeah, it's okay, go. We know now.
Nice.
So yeah, and another good thing is like both friends like Arjun and Aditya, the other Aditya, both of them readily accepted like going to the trek, which was damn peaceful rather than like, oh shit, didn't have anyone to go with. So that is good. Obviously missed you, but you were doing some important stuff, so I can't say anything.
It's okay.
Yeah. So like one context was Arjun wanted to do a difficult trek this time because last year we went to Sandakphu and like half of the trail was on the road. It didn't feel like a trek because it was completely motorized. So like Arjun's one condition was like, okay, like this year we are going to do a hard trek, and like let's find a really hard trek. And like for this season we found like a couple of treks, and when I was reading about Pangarchulla, it was really exciting because like in the initial days it's all like grasslands, meadows and all that stuff, and after that like you get to experience snow, and that was really nice. Like, okay, there's like a mix of both, and I'm like, okay, cool. And another interesting thing is this is a trek where you have to summit the peak. Basically, you have to climb the whole mountain. So, like in the previous treks, what we used to do is like, climb to a high point, right? Like, say, like 11,000, 13,000 feet high. And from there is like a viewpoint where you can see all the mountains or like all the top peaks, right? Here you're actually like summiting one of the peaks, and it was 15,000 feet high, so we were gradually increasing our altitudes also. So it was really exciting. I told this to Arjun. He's like, okay, cool, any track as long as it is hard. And Aditya didn't care. He's like, okay, cool, I'm going on a vacation, I'm cool with it. So like everything was sorted. And and the thing is like the base camp or like the base like town we start from is Rishikesh, which is great because I always wanted to river rafting and bungee jumping, and both of them are there at Rishikesh. So I'm like, cool, we can do that once we finish the trek. So it's like a whole trip experience. So everything was sorted, and this was in the month of May, where like peak summer, like everything is really hot. And one interesting fact is, generally you'll think Rishikesh is like a very cooler place, like in terms of temperature, because you think it's like at a higher altitude compared to Bangalore or any south places. But apparently, like the altitude of Rishikesh is like below the level of Bangalore, and it was so hot. But yeah, anyways, I want to
How hot was it? Like what temperature did it go up to?
like, dude, it was around like 37, 38 degrees.
Ooh, okay.
If you
Okay.
like, if I step out of like my room, it like I used to start sweating. Like I could, it's
Damn.
too bad.
Oh,
But
damn,
yeah,
damn.
like,
But
like
it gets very cold in the winters also, right? I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
should be right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so yeah, that was the like. I just wanted to bring out like that point because that was the very irritating after the trek. So I just wanted to bring it out. But yeah, so the plan for this whole trip was like I think the first two treks, we went to Delhi. Like you remember this? Like we went to Delhi, like stayed for a day, and then go to like the trek, base station. Like once it was Leh, and the other time it was I forgot the place. Do you remember the place?
Kathgodam.
Yeah, Kathgodam. Yeah. And this time also we did the same thing because the flight tickets to Dehradun was very costly. So we were like, okay, cool. We'll go to Delhi because the flight tickets are cheaper and take a bus. And also get to meet like our previous trek friends at Delhi. Like it's like once in a year, but yeah. So that was really nice. So I think the first day we went to Delhi, we met our Delhi friend Jatin, and so like the whole agenda of that day, because we only stayed there for a day, was to eat all the Delhi street food as possible. Okay, that's all of the plan. Is like we ate like some 5-6 dishes in like 3-4 hours, and then we had to board the bus. So we had like all the Delhi food dishes. Hopefully, I can put those pictures on this podcast.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and yeah, I'll tell you why I told this. Like it'll come up, it'll add up to the story. So
Okay.
it was all like fried momos. Yeah, wait, what are the Delhi street food? Yeah,
Chole bhatura.
chole bhatura and all the
Chole kulcha.
yeah, chole kulcha and aloo tikki and all that stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, so really tasty food. Enjoyed it thoroughly, and like that night we left to Rishikesh. Next day morning, I think like we reached the bus stop at like around 6:30 in the morning, and at 7:30 we had to leave Rishikesh for the base camp because it was a 10-hour drive uphill
Okay.
to our like starting point. So 7:30 we left, so we didn't explore Rishikesh or anything. We directly went, and yeah, like that whole day it was just us sleeping in the tempo traveler, doing nothing basically. And
Oh, there was no views or something, huh? Like good views in the bus that you would see, or you all just passed the fuck out.
yeah, we all passed the fuck out, but like the second part also, it was more like a cliff, and like on like so there was like the Ganga river flowing on the side.
Oh,
But
okay.
it wasn't like a very scenic view because everywhere like there was construction work going on, or like
Okay.
road development work going on, so we couldn't like enjoy it. So yeah, uh what like 10 hours went in that itself, and then we reached the base camp. And like our previous treks, like when we reached the base camp, it would be really cold, right? It'll be like very cold and you have to like layer up and do all that stuff. But this time it was a summer trek, so we didn't have to do anything of that. No
Yes.
layering up, it was too peaceful. And we were just chilling that night. And one interesting thing is, this time the size of the batch was smaller. Like the first two times it was like around 20 people, and yeah, like again, like some are from South India, North India. It was a mix of people, but this time the batch size was around only like 13 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is like most of the people were like older, like much older. So
Okay.
this was a very different group compared to like the previous groups. And we thought we would be like like little aloof, like we wouldn't like mingle with them or like have fun with them, but I was completely wrong.
Bro, it's always the case.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what age group or whatever, you always think that I don't know about this group. Not getting the right vibe and
Yeah.
all. But then as the days progress, you just automatically have fun. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So yeah, and so the thing was, when we had seen the itinerary on the website, it was like a total number of days for the trek is like 5 days, and first 2 days is like the number of hours, like the number of trekking hours is like 5 to 6 hours, and third day and fourth day are like a little longer, and fifth day is again like 4 5 hours. I'm like, okay, cool, like basic trek, okay. And the first 2 days are, we finished our trek by like how do I say, like by 11:30 12 o'clock. We started like 8 in the morning and we're done by 11:30 12.
What? Okay, that's easy.
Yeah. Like the amount of shit I got from Arjun is like, bro, which trek do you choose? Like difficult. It's like 2 hours we finished the trek. It's like I didn't even break a sweat. Like, what the part of paying so much money to do this?
Damn. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But the nice thing was like the views were really, really good. Like it was complete grasslands, and like the trail was like more through like a forest, but like our campsites were very beautiful, like complete grasslands, and like the views, right? Like you could see so many peaks, and like every time like the trek guide both the trek guides would point at some peak and tell some name. They tell so many names that like I would instantly forget like which peak is like what is it called. There are too many names, but like it was really good, and the weather used to change so fast. Like like every 10 minutes the weather would change. Like it would rain for like a couple of minutes and then suddenly it's sunny. It's like worse than Bangalore. So yeah, so that is the thing. And I think one nice thing was because it got over so fast, like we had like more time with our trek mates. Generally, like in our previous treks, at the end of like we'd reach our campsites by like say 5 or 6 o'clock and stuff, and then we had like a couple of hours to chill with them and then go sleep, like because we sleep early, right? Like around 9 itself at
Do we sleep early? Do we sleep early?
I sleep, bro. I don't know what you guys did. I slept.
Shut up.
Yeah, so like we had like lots of time to like what spend with these people, and so we're like, okay, cool, like let's do something, right? So guess what we did? We introduced the game of Mafia to them.
Oh, okay. Sorted.
Oh my god! So none of them knew about the Mafia game, and when we explained it, obviously like all of us, like at the first, like it's very hard to understand. Once they played one round, they got addicted to that game, bro. Oh my god! It's like they started bashing each other, and I'll give you like I'll tell you about like the people who are there. Okay, they're like a couple of startup people. Okay, like people like
okay.
who are who are the early members into a startup. Got like the company got acquired by JP Morgan. Like very high tech people. On one side, there's like a army man, like he's like a group army officer, like who basically like a manager for army people, like a leader. There's like that candidate, and there's a couple, like a married couple who are architects, and they brought along their son for the like for his first trek experience to this trek. I'm like, wow. So it's a like full diverse crowd, okay, and I think like the first mafia game, like the married couple, the wife got killed, okay, and everyone pointed at the husband and killed him. Oh, it's too funny. Shit.
Like,
Yeah, and then what happened was, like in Mafia, where like it's a very like it's a game where you have to speak a lot and try to influence people through logic and like yeah, basically through logic. So what happened was, in the first game, like Aditya spoke too much. Okay. He spoke too much. He gave like a lot of logical connections. He's like, yeah, like, this person is doing this. So that means this is happening. So that's why he might be this. He might be like a doctor or a mafia or anything like that. And what happened was, after that game, every game he got killed first. They're like, we do not want to deal with you. Just die. Oh.
yeah, it's a problem to be too smart in this game.
Yeah. Shit, that was too funny. It's like in Mafia, like every round you have to close your eyes, and like once you open your eyes, like you get to know who gets killed. Here it was very obvious. Like you open your eyes, Aditya is killed, so there is no point of playing first round. But yeah. I think like the Mafia game like bonded us a lot, and I think we played every day. Every day we used to keep playing that. So it was either that or card games. But yeah, and yeah, I think like the first 2 days we used to finish our trek by about like 11:30, 12, and rest of the day just chill, like just walk around like the grasslands and be at peace. So it was really nice. And one nice thing I did was I just left my phone like with the left luggage at the base station. Like,
like me.
Yeah, I didn't take it on me.
Please.
Yeah.
Bro, it's best feeling ever.
I
bro.
swear.
Trust me. Like initially you're all in that zone of, oh my god, I left it and now I can't take photos. When you see something beautiful, you'll be like, oh, I can't take photos. But then it's like it lasts only like what, 2-3 hours, and after that you're gone. It's gone. You forget your phone. You just in that moment.
Yeah.
Just love it. Yeah.
So as you said, like it was the best decision. Like everything. Like initially I like, oh shit, what if my dad calls me, or like, oh, what if this happens? It's like, what if this mail comes and I didn't check it on time? All that was there, but after that, in a few hours, I'm like, oh shit, fuck this shit. I'm damn happy like this itself. So yeah, all this happened, and as I said, like Arjun and Aditya, they're like really annoyed. Like, why is this happening? Why didn't like the first 2 days be combined into the first day itself? We could have done 4 hours of trekking. Is like, and Aditya was like, I prepared so much for this. I did so much cardio, like all this. Okay, I was like, okay, bro, chill. And then
So wait, tell me the place names. Like, okay, let me just open it up. So it's, from Rishikesh, you guys go to Joshimath.
Correct. Yeah, Joshimath was like our base camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from there you go to Duck
Village.
Yeah, Duck Village.
Correct.
And then trek to Guling.
Guling Top. Yep.
So that's like the first day itself, or like it's like 2 days. That was split into 2 days.
Yes. So Duck Village was like the first campsite, and Guling Top was the second campsite, and both of them were like just grasslands, right? And so since they're just like 2 hours each, like to reach, that could have easily been combined into one day. So that's why Arjun and Aditya were like really annoyed about that. Yeah.
And then from Guling Top to Camp 1. So
Camp 1?
Tell us. That's what it's called here. I don't know.
Oh,
Trek
okay.
from Guling Top. Anyways, let's forget that. Then you continue with your story. Cool. What happened after the second day when you guys finished your faster trek? What
Correct.
happened on day 3?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. So after like the first 2 days, we reached Guling Top day two. Third day, So the good thing about Pangarchulla is with Pangarchulla, you finish 2 treks. One is the
Okay.
Pangarchulla Peak, and the second one is this valley. I forgot the name. I'll just Google it.
Let's check it out. Kauri Pass.
Yep, Kauri Pass. Yep. So our third day, we go to Kauri Pass, and that's a really nice, again, full Greenland valley. There's nothing significant as such, and
It's just beautiful.
yeah, it's just really, really beautiful. And most of the people do Kauri Pass, like they just finish it in like 2 to 3 days. So that was really nice. And one of the interesting things is in the month of May, very less organizations do Pangarchulla because there's like very less snow. So on day 3 when we had gone to Kauri Pass, we saw a lot of people going. Yeah. And I think Kauri Pass was like we started again at like around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and finished. We came back again by around like 1-2 p.m. and
Okay.
yeah, that was also a very small trek, and it was not that steep also. It was just like we were passing through grasslands and meadows and going around valleys, so it was really nice. So
Yeah, I think we'll put a lot of pictures in this
Yep.
podcast. Like while you guys are listening to us, you can see the images of
yeah,
whatever he's talking about. Anyways, go on, Sid.
right. So yeah, so till day 3, it was, in terms of a trek, it was very uneventful because it was like, walk for like 2 hours and come back, and then just you just play. Felt more like a picnic, at least for the first 3 days. Then comes day 4. Okay. So our trek guide, he scares the shit out of us. Okay, he's like, Pangarchulla is like the hardest peak. Like, you need to be very fit and you need to have like a lot of luck to do it. And many people have this confidence, overconfidence, ego that they can do it. They will go, but they will fail. And then sometimes you have to send like rescue missions, like send like 4 or 5 people to carry them and come back. All that he says, okay. And there were 2 continuous batches happening. Like one was our batch and one was the batch which was doing like one day before us. So like if we did Kauri Pass today, they did Kauri Pass yesterday. So one nice thing was like we had like additional information as to what is happening like in the each day. So like the batch that went for Pangarchulla the previous day to us, their batch was a huge size. Like it was like around 24 people, and out of 24 people, only I think around 10 people did the peak.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Like I think 10 people went to the peak and came back. So that's like a huge cut, right? Like
Yeah, that's like less than,
Yeah.
obviously less than 50%.
yeah. So the reason for that is because you start the trek at midnight, like
Okay.
So we started our trek at 2 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I think we woke up at around 1:30 and started at around 2. And I think this is the first time I had to use like those head torches to actually see, because till then like head torches wasn't of much use until like in the night you had to go out of your tent to go pee, but otherwise there was no use of that. But the first time like, oh shit, head torches are required, because otherwise you randomly would go hit a stone and like hurt your leg. So yeah. And yeah, so that we started at trek at 2, and I'll tell you, like, we finished the trek again at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty long.
yeah, it was very long. And I think the main reason is because you have to climb like a lot of valleys to first reach the base of the camp. And the terrain is like this, right? Initially there's like meadows and grasslands, at least for like the first 1 or 2 hours. After that, there's like three steep hills, like at an angle of like say 45 degrees, 45, like around 40, 30 to 40 degrees. Okay. And that takes so much of your stamina and effort right there, that like when you reach the base of the peak itself, you're like, oh shit. And the main problem with night treks, there are like three things that are affecting your body. One is you don't have enough sleep, and two is like the temperature, like it is much colder in the nights, and the third is wind, because you're trying to go higher and higher. uh, it what There's like more winds hitting you. And actually, instead of, like, I'll remove the colder part because it was a summer trek. Like, the other problem is the altitude, because the second base camp, the Guling Top where we were, that's where we started at 2 a.m. in the morning. I think it was around 10,800 or 11,000 feet.
You're climbing close to 5,000 feet.
Exactly.
In a okay.
Yeah. So like these three like are affecting like you together. So like that's the difficulty part of it. So yeah. So like first was meadows, and then we had to climb three mountains, like three hills. After that, what comes is like this boulder section. Okay. So like what I said previously was like very less organizations to Pangarchulla Peak Trek in May in the summers, right? Is because the snow is very less, which gets
Okay.
all these boulders exposed. In like the previous months, like say April, March, and stuff, it's completely covered with snow. So like once you pass these hills, you're just walking on snow and going to the peak. So it's relatively easier. But here, there's so many boulders. You have to first walk very carefully on the boulders, and the second one is you have to be in speed with the trek guide. Otherwise, if you lose sight of the trek guide or the other team members and go in a different direction, you might lose your path, and it might take a lot of time to get back to the right direction. So that is one more difficulty in that. So yeah, like this was the whole terrain. We started at 2 in the morning, and I think at around 5 in the morning we got like our first view of like the whole Pangarchulla peak. We're like, okay, cool, like all this effort is worth it. It's like a few more hours we can go there. And at 7:30 in the morning we reached the base of the Pangarchulla peak. Okay, here at 7:30 I was dying. Okay, one, because of all the effort, all that is there, like the strain on body. The second one is, remember I told you in Delhi I had eaten all this chaat and like all this food, and like the previous day to Delhi again in Bangalore, I had this crazy list that I had to complete, and ate like at 4 places, ate dosa, biryani, everything. I don't know what happened to my stomach during the trek. It got fucked. I was dying, bro.
Oh shit! Like throughout the trek or just like this day?
No,
Like,
throughout the trek.
oh shit! Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was dying. The amount of pain I had, I can't. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat food again in the world. Oh,
man.
damn.
Okay.
So yeah, like, so we are at the base of the peak at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Temperatures are fine, like, no issues with the temperatures and stuff. I'm dying with the stomachache, and like out of like the 13 people, 8 people were able to reach to the base of the peak. Okay. And at the base of the peak, I decided, I'm like, okay, I've reached base of the peak. Why put more effort? Like, fuck it, I'll just stay here, let them go and come. Okay.
No, Sid, no, no.
And then
But
what
okay, I
happened?
understand.
And then I don't know what happened. The trek guide is there, right? He just like calls everyone, okay? Everyone's going, okay? I'm like, what the fuck will I do sitting alone here? And I'll climb.
Peace.
So I started with them somehow, like little bit willpower had. I started there, and yeah. So this one was very hard, bro. Like the one is the elevation. The second one is very very steep, bro. And like I'm not sure if I place my leg on like any surface. I don't know if it'll have
I
grip,
understand. Yeah.
and I'll just like fall down because it was just like there were only like boulders and rocks, and then there was like some dried grass, and I'm
Right.
like, shit, like what's happening? And this is more like rock climbing where like you have to like strategically put your one leg here so that you can like pull yourself up and then go to the next step. So it is fun, but like for me at that position it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we do all that, and what we reach to the shoulder of the Pangarchulla peak. So it's like this. I don't know how to
Oh, got
explain.
it. Got it. Got
Yeah. So we reached to the shoulder, and there I'm like, I'll just sit for like 10 seconds, like regain my energy. I've come so far. It's like I can't give up now. And all the so there was like one trek guide and one helper. So I was just like, can I take like 5 minutes rest and then I'll come with the helper. So the trek guide took rest of them up, and the helper was staying with me. And then after 5 minutes, I stand up. I take like 1 or 2 steps. I start like breathing a lot. Like I'm taking like 3-4 breaths in. I'm like, shit, what is happening? I'm not able to move. It's like so much energy. I'm like, fuck this shit. Is like, okay, cool. Like you've done so much. Don't put too much stress. You have to go back again. Like it's the same distance you've come. So I'm like, cool. I sat down. I sent the helper up. And then after, so those people, bro. So the sad part was like, it was just like very close, bro. Like what?
I know. I can understand that. I failed in Kumar Parvata, so I can understand your feelings.
Yeah. So it was like 50 to 100 meters, like to the peak. Okay. Like, but like, okay. And then what happened? Like after 10 minutes or something, I'm just sitting there. So from the top, I can see like everything. I can see all the boulders, like all the grasslands, everything. Okay. From left, clouds are coming. From right, clouds are coming. Everything is converging. I'm like, what is happening? Okay. This is like 9 a.m. in the morning, and like all this is happening. And then first it starts drizzling like water. And then ice starts dropping. I'm like, what is happening?
Ice starts dropping. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It starts hailstorming. I'm like, fuck, bro, what should I do? I can't go up. Like all the people, like the rest, 7 of them are up. I'm like, fuck, when are they coming? I just,
So you didn't take your entire luggage load, is it? You just carried a little bit or something. Kept the rest in the base camp still.
yep.
Is it like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the camp where we stayed, the Gulling Top, the second campsite.
Kept everything there.
Yeah, we left everything there. Just took like one bag and kept like the essentials,
Got
like
it.
water, food, etc. And just took that bag. So it was a very small load on us, which was great. if you had to do with that bag, oh my god.
No, I was thinking, where would you go? Like, you probably wouldn't have taken a poncho or something, or did you?
Right.
Like, along
No,
with
we're taking a poncho. Like the weather was so inconsistent. We are like, we can't
Okay.
risk it.
inclement weather? Yeah.
I hope Arjun hears this, but yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
So yeah, like 10 minutes, this only happens, and then like after 5 more minutes, like all these guys they come down, and then we start to uh like come down, like climb down. Okay, as I said, all these were boulders.
Huh.
Now they're wet,
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
and it's foggy. Okay.
Okay.
So our trek guide, he takes like one step down. He doesn't know which direction to go. He's like left, right, down. He's like he's looking, okay. Like it's too funny and very scary. He's like, oh shit, what do we do? So and like one small slip roll down like down the whole hill.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. It's peaceful, if you roll down, like you'll reach faster also. Like again, by 11 p.m., 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. you'll reach base camp again. You can sit and play Mafia.
Yes. Body would have died, but yes.
Yeah, that's okay. You don't need your entire body for Mafia. Right.
But yeah, that was really intense. Like, I think we took like a long time getting down because like each person took like additional time to take one step and
Right,
then go.
right.
So yeah, that happened. And one thing I missed was during I told right before the base camp, there was this boulder trail, right? Like only completely boulders, and you have to follow like the whole group, otherwise you would miss your
Right.
direction. So what happened was one of them was really slow, and he was trying his best, but he couldn't keep up. So he thought he's like, I can't do this anymore. Like you guys go ahead. And the trek guide is like, you have to sit here. You don't have to, if you go, you shouldn't go anywhere at all. And it's like previously the same situation has happened, and like that guy didn't listen and he wandered off somewhere, and it took them like 6 to 8 hours to find him again.
Oh shit.
So they're like, please, one, don't go anywhere. Two, don't sleep at all. Like you'll feel
Oxygen is.
yeah, you'll feel like sleeping, but please don't sleep. And because so until it was clear, when we were going up, we could see him.
Mm-hmm.
But when it became foggy, we were like, oh fuck, what do we do? Like, one, we can't contact him, he can't contact us. What if he does any of these things? Like, we were really concerned. so yeah. And so yeah, I think like by 10 a.m. No, by 10:30ish, we climbed down, descended, and took one more half an hour to reach like the middle of the boulder trail, where we found him. That guy was damn peace. He was chilling. You know what he was doing? He was taking time lapses and positioned his phone to take really good photos of himself in front of the peak.
Nice.
Even we couldn't do that. He did that. I was like, oh, peace, bro. 2 piece this is.
Nice.
So yeah. So this happened, and while coming down, it's like downhill, less effort, so it was peaceful. So by 2 p.m. We came down, and the next day we came down completely, like to Joshimath. So that was damn peace. So the trek was essentially 2 hard days. One hard day, one moderate day.
One hard day.
Yeah, the like Kauri Pass and Pangarchulla Trek. So overall, as an experience, it's more like it could have been compact. So generally, if you do like take like a private guide or something, they finish Pangarchulla in 3 days.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right. So we're like, oh damn, like had to take some additional days, but obviously like going with Trek the Himalayas is like much easier on us. Don't have to worry too much. Going Like we've gone with them like 3 times before, so it was damn good. And like one interesting thing was it was really nice to have a lot of people who are much older, because generally we hang out with, say, like people like, say, a maximum of like 5 to 8 years like above us. Like like some of these people were married and they have children and stuff like that. So it was really nice to see like the dynamics and like how to talk to them and all. So it was a really nice trek. So yeah, I think that's it about the trek. And after we came back to Joshimath, we went to like a couple of temples. So one interesting thing I learned about thing is like that whole Rishikesh part is like about like the four Shiva temples, right? Like Kedarnath, Badrinath,
Right.
and all that. So
It's like the base. It's like the base to go to those
exactly,
Chardham.
yeah. So like the interesting thing is, in the near future, Kedarnath and Badrinath, like the one of them, the Shiva Linga is going inside the ground day by day, like it's reducing its height.
Okay.
So
Well, it's not Badrinath because Badrinath is a Vishnu temple.
right, yeah,
So it's probably Kedarnath.
Kedarnath, yeah. And the other one, the mountains are moving closer and is trying to close the temple.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
And the interesting thing is, the interesting thing is in Joshimath, there's another temple with the Shiva Linga, which is increasing, like which is coming out of the ground, like increasing height day by day. So apparently that is going to be the future Kedarnath.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. I'm like, what is this? What is this magic happening? Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was really interesting. So yeah, so post that, yeah, we finished Joshimath. We came back to Rishikesh. Oh the god, the heat in Rishikesh, I can't, bro. It's like chilled like 5 days peacefully at the top, a peaceful temperature like Bangalore or below Bangalore, like like Bangalore or Bangalore -5 weather, 2 piece it was. And we come to Rishikesh, it's like 30, 35, 37. Like I can't. Oh shit. And so yeah, so we spent only like 2 days in Rishikesh for the two main activities. Like one was whitewater rafting, and the second one was bungee jumping. So whitewater rafting was damn fun. So it was like a 16-kilometer stretch, and you have like one person like giving you like commands like push forward, pull back, and getting into those water pool whirls of thing and stuff. And like one nice thing is like they ask you to dive into water and like just chill because they've given you life jackets. So that is damn nice because the water is too cold. So it's damn good.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah, that was that. And then we did like the biggest mistake. After that, like Arjun and my parents, they were like, "You are at Rishikesh. Why don't you go to Haridwar?"
Huh.
Okay. They're like, "You should go to Haridwar. Nice. You won't go again." We are like, "Okay, they're asking so much. Like, why not go?" They're actually like, at least for me, they're like, they've let me come to the trek. Let me at least go for that.
Yeah.
Like, so we decided, like, finished whitewater rafting, and then we went. Okay. From Rishikesh to Haridwar, it's like 20 kilometers. Okay. Even with traffic, how many hours do you think like it will take from Rishikesh to Haridwar in auto?
About an hour, or no, wait, with traffic, 1.5 hour.
Bro, it took us like 3.5 hours, bro.
Is it because the roads are winding and like, or is it because the roads are bad? What, why?
Just traffic, bro. There are so many people coming into Rishikesh that
Oh. So just traffic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, what the
Okay.
fuck? Like, because one, people are coming to Rishikesh, and like two, people are going to those temples like Rishikesh, Badrinath, Kedarnath, and all. Like so many vehicles that you can't even move. It's like shit. And this was auto, right? So it was so hot. We were dying, bro. We were dying.
Oh my god. Shit.
Yeah. So we started at like around 2 o'clock or something in the afternoon to go to Haridwar. And we reached there around 5 p.m. Okay. That guy, like, he also was so annoyed with it. Like, it's been like 3 hours to drop us and all. He dropped us off somewhere. Okay. We don't know where it is. We are asking people. And the main reason we went there was to watch this famous Ganga Aarti in Haridwar.
Okay.
Right.
Right. I have heard of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've actually taken a nice video. I'll actually put that here.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of people doing this
Yes. Yeah.
thing in like this huge stretch, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be very famous. It's very beautiful also.
Yeah, it was really nice, but yeah. So one thing we didn't consider was the day we went there was a full moon day.
Okay.
Okay, so a special day, and the crowd there was so many people, like so intense. Like, what the fuck is happening? And we like reached Haridwar at 5, and we found the place like where we can sit like 1 hour later. We had to like walk so far like for seating, and we got there at like 6, and I was damn stupid. Okay, so initially they did like some small aarti. I don't know for what. I'm like, oh, is this Ganga aarti? It got over like in 10-15 minutes. Okay, everyone are taking photos also. I'm like, oh, this might be Ganga aarti over. Like by 6:30 we can leave. I'm like, shit. Bro, it went on to like 8 o'clock in the evening.
Right.
Oh, shit. There were so many people, like at least like 10,000, like 15,000 people, bro. It's so crowded everywhere, bro. Like, what is that? And
Yeah. We haven't seen such stuff in South India. That's the thing.
yeah.
Right? Maybe only Tirupati comes close, but yeah.
Tirupati is one more story. You can't go. So yeah, that happened. But like the Ganga Aarti was very beautiful. Like I think like everyone needs to watch it once, and after that never go there again. Yeah, and then
God will punish you, bro. God will punish you.
don't say such things, bro. My mom will believe it.
Okay.
And then after we finish Ganga Aarti, we're like, okay, fine, everything is done. We can go back home. We come to the main road.
Traffic.
Leave traffic. We're not getting like a source of transportation to go back.
So you walked back 20 kilometers.
No,
let's say.
not that much. We're stopping every auto. They're like Haridwar. I was like, no one's gonna come to Haridwar from Rishikesh. No one's gonna come to Rishikesh from here. I'm like, bro, what is this? It's 8 in the night. And one of our friends had to catch the bus like that night, like at 11 or 11:30. We're like, shit. And then after like half an hour of searching for autos, I'm like, bro, can you just like once try Uber or Ola?
It worked.
It worked, bro. Somehow we got an Uber. Oh,
Sorted, huh?
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
We got like a good car with AC. We're like so happy. Shit.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, we reached Rishikesh that night. I think we reached around like 9:30, and after that we passed out. We had no energy for anything. Arjun was really hungry, but yeah, we didn't care. He passed out. Like the next day morning, he was cribbing out. It's like I was really hungry, but you guys passed out, so even I didn't eat anything when I slept.
Oh, damn. Bro, if there was Uber, Ola, was there Swiggy, Zomato also? I doubt, right?
Yeah. Like that place, Rishikesh is a very, very small town, so and it's very crowded. I don't think Swiggy.
How's the food? How's the food there?
So the one nice thing in Rishikesh is like there are a lot of cafes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of cafes. Like multiple cafes around the Beatles theme, because Beatles had visited an ashram in Rishikesh, and a lot of like very laid back, chilled cafes. All these
hippie cafes.
Yeah, one is the hippie cafes. The other side is like the continental cafes with like continental food. So yeah, The cafes were really nice. At least the food we ate, it was really good.
Peace,
Yeah.
peace.
And
Okay.
yeah, the next day we wanted to do bungee jumping, and yeah, I was really excited. I'm like, yeah, because this is my next step to what skydiving. So if I do this, I'll gain more confidence. And yeah, like uh so like we had to go like 17 kilometers from the place, so we rented like scooters to drive right till there. So we went, everything was peace, like we sat, like, so we got like our pass to go to the platform from where we have to jump, all that. And at the platform we had to wait, so we were sitting, like there were a lot of people in the queue, we were sitting. And yeah, so Arjun was like a little tense. He was like, like he like seeing and stuff like that. I'm very confident. Okay, I'm like, yeah, I do this like damn chill and stuff. Okay, and like one guy, like the guy who's gonna like tag us in and like push us and stuff, like he asked, like, out of three of you, who wants to go first? Like I went first. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Everything okay. I go, I'm chilling with the guy. I'm actually asking him, like, what is the best way to fall? Do you think I should like do open arm, dive, everything? I'm asking questions. All this happens. I like he ties the rope and like the additional stuff and all that stuff. And then I stand up. Okay, I stand up. Worst mistake I do, I look down. Gone, bro, I'm dead. I was dead. I looked down, and like there's like a stream of water flowing, and next to that they're like sharp rocks. It felt like they're just looking at me where they want to like get into my face or something. I was like, oh fuck, what is happening? And then like I slowly walk towards like the edge of the platform, and yeah, then he's like, yeah, are you ready? I'm like, no, give me like 10 seconds. He's like, okay, I will count till 3 and then you can jump. And I'm like, no, you don't count. Like, I will count to 10 and I only jump. It's too funny, okay? I'm negotiating with him. And then he's like, no, don't. And I'm looking like at the side, okay? Instead of looking straight, I'm looking at the side. He's like, why are you looking at the side? Look at the straight. And so all these jumping videos, all these jumping videos, they take around like a minute. Okay, they record like our jumps, and like most of the videos are like 1 minute. Mine is like 4 minutes, where like 3 minutes I'm just talking to him.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then finally, so one more thing is like they have this rule where like they can't push us, right? Because it's gonna like all the liability goes on them. And second thing is they will try to convince you 2 times. If not, like it's just like disturbing them, like how much time I'm taking out of them, and they just remove everything and they'll just take me out. And then after that, I'm just like, fuck this shit, like whatever happens. And then he's like, okay, cool. I'm also okay, cool. And I just jump, okay. And while we were sitting on the platform, some girl jumped and she started screaming. And Arjun asked me, he's like, bro, do you think you'll scream? I'm like, no, bro, I don't think I'll scream. Even if I'm scared, I won't scream. And yeah, and then and I said, even if I scream, I'll scream out of excitement, bro, and all that I say, okay. And I jump, I scream out of my lungs, bro. Oh, fuck. I think the whole of Rishikesh would have heard me that much I screamed. Oh god.
No, too funny.
Yeah, but it was a really good experience. I like one thing I can say is like, for anyone like who's scared of bungee jumping, it's only like at the point of jumping is when you're scared. After that, it's like very relieving. Like
Really?
yeah,
You were screaming throughout, no?
yeah, but it's like one is like the scared part, like the other part is the excitement. Because the adrenaline starts kicking in, you'll feel really
But also,
good.
it's like, you know, guys, like you can't do anything after you jump. It's like, leave it to God. That's all.
But yeah, it was a really, really fun experience. Scary till like I felt like jumped. After that was done. Peace.
Nice.
So
Also, can we put the video, Sid, like in this?
why?
Can we like please show them your 4 minutes of glory.
Maybe what we can do is like fast forward the whole video.
Yeah, okay, cool, sure.
So like show the whole negotiation, but like instead of like putting it for like 4 minutes, can put it like 30 seconds or something. We can do
Sure.
that.
Cool, we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah. Hopefully it gives like people who are scared of bungee jumping a chance of actually doing it.
Yeah, yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace. And then after bungee jumping,
Yeah, after that, that's all, bro. Like that night we had to leave, so went back, ate.
so went back to Delhi. And
No,
then,
no. Yeah, sorry, went back to Delhi. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Delhi and then back here.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah,
Did you spend some more time in Delhi or
no,
just
no, came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because our boys had to work. I can't take
Oh,
more
right,
of their
right.
leaves like that.
Nice, nice.
But yeah, it was a fun trek. But obviously we missed you and Shreyans. So yeah,
It's okay. No problem. We shall...
next trek.
Next trek we shall all do together once again.
Yes.
And the craziest thing was Shreyans was actually coming to India a day after your trek.
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also crazy. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah,
Nice.
but hopefully, but one nice thing was like during the whole during the whole trek, because of seeing so many peaks, right? Like it made me more motivated, like to do two things, like to get more fitter so that like I can climb those peaks, because they were really nice to look at, and we're like, oh damn, like hopefully one day we can do that. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I heard you wanted to climb Mount Everest like me after seeing all of that. Huh?
See, that was my whole part of bringing up this point, where I wanted to tell this, but then I'm like, no, let me just do it and then say like, yeah.
Look at that confidence level, you see. My God. So like currently in my stats subject, we're learning this thing called confidence level. Yours is the over the chart, 110% yours.
But I hope it doesn't become like my bungee jumping scene. I'm so confident that I don't go to Mount Everest. Some helicopter has to come to rescue me or something.
But good. Now we are actually, I feel like we're slowly building an army of people who want to do Mount Everest. Like
Yeah.
it was me and Sharat, now it's you. So good.
Yeah.
3 of us, we can do something.
Correct. It's like one full group will go. It's like then show
Yeah.
on flag.
Only thing is we have to start saving up little. Too much money now itself.
Bro, yeah, I saw like a Mount Everest expedition, which is like 45 to 50 days, is like 50 lakhs. I'm like, oh fuck.
Bro, it's even more actually. Like permit, right? The permit itself is like a lot of money. It's like some 10. I don't know. Wait, let me check. Some 5-6 lakhs at least. I think that permit is.
Bro, my parents are gonna bet me that like you can buy an apartment with 50 lakhs. What Mount Everest you want to do? Oh, damn.
$11,000. Okay, let's see what that is.
$10,000 is like 7.5 lakhs. So yeah.
Bro, it's like close to 8 lakhs, 8.5 lakhs, bro.
Nice.
That's the permit
Okay.
cost. Wait, but is this for only... Bro, but it's cheaper for Indians. Okay. It's cheapest for Nepalese people, obviously.
Right.
For obvious reasons. But I think it's cheaper for Indians, and then it's super, super expensive for US folks and all.
Got it.
Right.
Damn piece, bro. But yeah, like one thing at least I want to do is every year try to increase the maximum altitude. Like now it's like 15K. Like, okay, cool. Next 17, 18, 20, 25. Hopefully keep going like that. Let's see what happens.
Nice. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
What are you doing,
I wanna
bro?
do-
When
Bro, I want to do BMC, bro. Basic mountaineering course I have to do off. I don't know. Somehow by 2024, I have to be done with a BMC, and then I have to go on one proper expedition. That's the want to do.
bro, you'll be in India, bro. Like if you get like proper 1 month vacation, is like you could do BMC for me. It's like
Yeah, bro. Doing, bro. For sure, doing, bro. Somehow, it's okay. I'll not take job also. I'll do off. Then, just take help from contacts and all to get a job. Yeah, peace. Otherwise, I'll make Lucid my full-time job.
full peace, bro.
Job with no money. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, peace. It's almost like 1 hour since
Yeah.
we've started this. So let's stop here.
Yeah.
Good conversation. I mean, I really liked listening to you, Sid, today.
Thanks,
Good
bro.
fun. Full Pangarchulla Trek. Yeah, let's go. We have kept up the tradition of talking about some trek in
Yeah.
each of our seasons. So that's good.
Yes.
All right, folks. I'm Lew.
And Sid.
And we are Lucid.